Hello, loves. How are you? Long time no hear from. I've been a little under the weather, so I've been giving myself a little bit of time to try to get better, but seems like one of those instances where, one of those colds that just doesn't want to let go. Kind of like some of our exes that just don't want to let go. You know what I'm talking about? So let's shuffle and let's see what's up, all right? My job is to get you guys through the end of the month, okay? For those of you interested in a private reading, I ask that you go ahead, book your reading. Book it. Book it ASAP so that you can get in as soon as possible, okay? I'm going to have to shut down shop sometime in February, and I really don't like doing that because I know how many people really need guidance and really need, what they need, It's probably one of the reasons why my ass is a little under the weather, because I'm one of those people. I don't give up. I do not give up. I understand how many people are out there struggling and suffering with, breakups and things of that nature, because that's exactly what these retrogrades did. It showed everybody the truth of the matter. It showed everybody the truth of the situation that they're in. I've also been working, like I've been telling you guys, on your stones and your bracelets. You guys see me wear stones, and I want you guys to know that stones are no different than the herbs that come from the ground. I make them for men, for children, for everybody, okay? This would be more like a stone for a man. It's tourmaline and it has amethyst in it, okay? Right there. These stones right here, I make them really cute and really beautiful, These basically transmutate, depressive energy. So say you went through a breakup and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? It's a stone that will transmutate that negative energy to positive energy. You understand what I'm saying? This has love quartz in addition to the stones that, will help relieve. See, nose running. Excuse me. This is tiger's eye, and it has love on there. Okay, tiger's eye will help you see what it is that you need to see from a very keen perspective. This is another stone that transmutates depressive energy into positive energy, okay? This also is a stone that transmutates, that negative energy. It says, "It all is well with my soul." Okay? This is one that's more like for a child, okay? It's the size for a little child, and it says love on it, and this is love quartz all around it, okay? I have some other ones as well, and when I send them to you, what I would like for you to do, if you are interested in these stones, is let me know what it is that you're facing, what it is you're going through. This has to get rid of the depression in addition to the tiger's eye, okay? And it has love on there, all right? This stone is also serves a specific purpose as well. So that's what I've been doing this whole time, okay? Trust me, I'll make sure that I go ahead and dip them in there. They've been sitting in oils for a while. They've been sitting in your oils of prosperity and things of that nature. And why do I believe in these stones very much? Let me tell you why. Because when I started wearing my stones, these stones are stones of abundance. It took me, I started wearing them about 3 months later. Abundance in every way, shape, and form. I need for nothing. I ask for nothing. I go through what I go through, but I go through it in a form to where it's totally doable. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is with me. I feel Spirit's presence everywhere I go. Everything I do, you know what I mean? Spirit is there. Okay? So I really do strongly advocate that you get your stones. Each stone is $45 even. I want to let you know this stone right here cost me $120. This one right here cost me $80. This one right here cost me $80. This one right here cost me $60. I'm making it extremely affordable for you guys so that you guys Don't have to pay an arm and a leg for it. I will upload everything on my website and let you know. And when you do get your stones, I'll let you know exactly what type of stone it is. You just let me know what it is you're dealing with, and I'll send you the stone that's appropriate for what you're dealing with, okay? Now, let's talk about your reading, Aries. Let's talk about where you are, okay? All right, Aries. First card, nice. Clarity. A lot of you have clarity over what it is that you want to do in your life. Clarity over who needs to be in it. Clarity over who doesn't belong in your life and who does. Clarity as to what you want to do in your life. Clarity with regards to whatever it is. You know damn well what it is that you want to do in your life. Who belongs in it and who does not. Now it's just a matter of time of when are you going to bust that move to actually make that decision and say, yeah, this ain't working for me. This is not what's best for me. It's time for me to actually put me first. Because Aries has this leadership quality about us to where we want to lead and we want to save the day for everybody. But if you don't save the day for yourself, tell me, where does that leave you? Right now, you have clarity over the fact that it's time for you to put yourself first. Okay? Your second card is the Page of Cups. I feel like many of you may have ended a relationship recently and you're starting a new relationship with somebody else. So when I see this Ace of Swords and this Page of Cups, that does tell me that, you know, you walked into a new situation, because the Ace of anything represents newness, okay? And the Page of Cups also represents newness when it's followed by this card. So I feel like many of you entered into new relationships, and if you haven't, you're about to. Yeah, this card means speed, communication, or travel. So I'm gonna tell you right now, for those of you who are feeling like you just ended a relationship and you're kind of like feeling bummed out about it, and you feel like, you know, you're spending a lot of time feeling negative about what's going on or whatever. Like I told you, that one stone that transmutates negative energy into something positive. It's for alchemy. It alchemizes energy from something negative to something positive. It doesn't work for you. All you have to do is wear the stone and believe that that's exactly what it's doing for you, and that's exactly what it will do for you. Many of you have cut off what no longer belongs and what no longer serves you. It doesn't mean that you're being bitter. It does not mean that you are being, you know, shitty about the choices that you're making. It means that you know what belongs in your life and what doesn't, and you're no longer going to tolerate anything less than what it is that you're giving. If you're giving more and the other person is not giving the same, you know and you recognize what that is, and you're saying, off with your head, I'm not dealing with that. Not off with your head literally, but you're like, I don't need you in my life. You're not helping me. You know what I'm saying? You're playing games. You're giving me just enough to keep me, like, you know, in your space. You know, but you don't want to do the full work that I've been doing to maintain the relationship that we have. So with that being said, why am I going to sell myself short doing that when I know what I'm worth? I know what I'm worth, and I know what I deserve. You know, I think a lot of you Aries are at that place where you're like, I know what I deserve. And if that means that I have to go ahead and go through a slight, just, you know, uncomfortable situation for a little while, then I'll do that. No problem. Because if I don't do it, I'll stay in the same place where I am. I'll be uncomfortable in this position. And I don't deserve that. I work too hard to be in that position. So I feel like a lot of you are like ready to get down with the get down, ready to start seeing the results in your life that you want to see. In love, in work, in whatever. You know what I mean? A lot of you, I get on the phone with a lot of people when I do my private readings with people, and people don't realize. I mean, I talk to people who have so much potential. So much potential. It's like, oh my God, do you not see what I see? And they don't see it. And I'm like doing my best to try to get them to understand that they have the potential to live their best life right now. I don't care if you're 20. I don't care if you're 60. Now is the beginning of the rest of your life. But what are you telling yourself? Because whatever you tell yourself, that is what creates your reality. If you tell yourself, I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't do it. You know, I'm telling you right now, you just created a reality for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? You just created a reality for yourself that's not going to serve you one bit. So do yourself a favor and tell yourself, this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to make it happen. Give me just a moment, guys. I got to get some tissue. My bad. Okay, so I'm back. Mars will be going direct toward the end of this month. Mars is our planet, baby. Use it to your advantage. Go into this new year speaking out the things that you want for yourself, speaking out what it is that you know that you're capable of, speaking out the things that you know that you want to do in life. It's time for you to start thinking bigger. It's time for you to start thinking wider, deeper. Time for you to start saying, you know what? This hasn't been working for me. This doesn't make me happy. So I'm not forced to be in a situation I'm not happy to be in. I know how to break it down easy to people and let them know, hey, you know, I'm sorry. You don't qualify for my credit. You're not willing to go as far as I'm willing to go when it comes to making things happen. You know what I'm saying? You're not. I am, though. So with that being said, I deserve everything that I've worked my butt off for. I deserve it. I'm telling you. I don't play when it comes to my crystals and my stones. My stones and my crystals have saved my ass on numerous occasions. And I recommend for those of you who don't wear them, I recommend you at least get one. You know, this is not a sales pitch. I'm telling you. I mean it. They are no different than the herbs that come from the ground that cure cancer. I am not even kidding. Now, a lot of you have ended things that need to go. And that's a great way to start the year off. By saying, you know what, things that no longer serve me, I'm out. Yes, it may hurt me temporarily to have to let you go. But I know that at the end of the day, I'm going to meet the love of my life. I'm going to, you know, find a career that I can get involved in, that I love. I love getting up and going to work every day. I love working for myself, whatever it is that you do. You know, many of you are at a place right now where you need to start speaking out. This is the beginning of the rest of my life. This is the beginning of the rest of my life. And yes, it comes with its ups and downs. It comes with its hills and valleys, just like everything does. But guess what? Who better to get through it than an Aries? I don't care if you have Aries in your chart or if Aries is your sun sign. It does not matter. You're strong. You're capable. And you were designed that way for a reason. You were designed to be a leader. So lead. Your next card is a Tower. I feel like a lot of you have dealt with the Tower already. I feel like this is past tense energy. This is past tense energy. Many of you have cut off what you needed to cut off, and it was not a pleasant experience. When you have to cut off things that don't serve you, and you are so used to being in that position and so used to being with that person or so used to being in that environment, and then you finally get to a place where you're like, you know what, this is not working for me, and you end it. Of course, it may affect your income for a minute. It may affect your lifestyle for a moment. But guess what? You are more than capable of creating the lifestyle that you want to live. Okay, so you need to be at that place in your mind, where you're like, wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. I'm the boss of me. I'm the boss of how this is going to go. I'm the boss of the way I present myself. I'm the boss of the way I get dressed when I walk out the door to go ahead and go on that interview. I'm the boss of the way that I present myself in any way, shape, and form with whomever I'm around. I'm the boss of that. And I know how to go ahead and get fly and go walk out that door and make it happen. Okay? I want you guys to let yourself know this is the beginning of the rest of your life. How better to end the year? Yes, you may have dealt with the Tower moment because it wasn't built on solid ground. You noticed the things in your life and the people in your life that were not being sincere and being genuine with you. You noticed who those people were. And because you stepped up and you made, you know, an announcement as to, yeah, I'm not doing this with you anymore. Of course, people like to turn it around and switch it on you and make you look like you're the bad guy because you stepping up for yourself and standing up for yourself and saying, yeah, I'm not dealing with this anymore. You know what I mean? Of course, everybody's going to have something to say about you. What do they matter? Are they paying your bills? Are they having to come up with those creative thoughts that you have to come up with in order for you to go ahead and take care of yourself the way you want to live your life? No, they're not. So therefore, take their opinions with a grain of salt, unless they actually care about you and they're speaking positive things upon you. This card can mean greed and selfishness. However, in this particular instance, I feel like a lot of you Aries are holding near and dear to your heart what's important to you. What is important to you? Because a lot of people will try to take that away from you. Because they see something in you, they see that light in you that they want to grab and they want to have it themselves. But they can't, because they wouldn't know what to do with it even if they got it. Okay? So you're holding near and dear to yourself what you have recently discovered about yourself. And that came in alignment with the Ace of Swords. That came in alignment with what you see clearly. You're holding it near and dear to yourself, saying, no, I see what I see. I know what I see about you and all your little friends. You and all your little opinions. I see exactly what you about. You want me to go to the beat of your own drummer. Honey, you don't know no drummer like me. If you were smart, you'd go to the beat of my drum. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there. Everybody has a right to do what they want to do. But Aries, I am encouraging you to use your Aries qualities for your benefit, especially going into this new year, because I'm telling you, it's fresh, it's right, and it's all for you to create the reality that you want to create for yourself. Stop telling yourself what you can't do, because you can do it all. I promise you. I'm not just saying that because it sounds good. What I tell you. You hold what's near and dear to your heart and what's important to you. You can look forward to the Ten of Pentacles all day and all night. The Ten of Pentacles. And that came under this Page of Cups. So that tells me if you have walked into a new love, it has a lot of potential. So give it a chance. You know what I'm saying? Don't be so, you know what I mean? Well, you don't do this and this. They do all these other wonderful things. You have to understand nobody is perfect. Nobody's perfect. But I bet you this person is perfect enough. I bet you Spirit brought you somebody that's perfect enough. And the longer that they're with you, the more that they're going to be willing to do whatever it takes to make you happy, and vice versa. It's going to be a wonderful situation between the two of you. That Ten of Pentacles came in alignment with your new love, baby. Whether you've met a new love, I'm telling you, before the end of this year, you're going to find you a new love. I promise you that. You might have to make a decision. And it came in alignment with speed, communication, and travel. You're going to have to make a decision. Am I going to get back with this old person that I was with? That's over here now talking about how they're willing to change and how they're willing to do everything that needs to be done so that we could be happy together as a couple. Or, you know, do I really believe that they actually have the capabilities of doing that? Or, you know what I'm saying? Am I going to give this new person an opportunity? You know what I'm saying? Ask yourself, how long have you given the other person to show you that they love you and that they want to be with you and that they're willing to, you know what I'm saying, make certain sacrifices for you, the same type of sacrifices that you've made for them. My question is, you have to ask yourself, is it worth it? Is it worth you letting go something new and fresh to get back with somebody old that has already shown you that, you know, there's limits to their love? You know what I'm saying? There's limits to their love. We don't want any limits to love. There should be no limits to love. Love is limitless. You know, and a lot of people don't realize that. But love is limitless. When it comes to love, you know what I'm saying? There should be nothing that the other person is not willing to do for you. To show you that if you're sick, they'll bring you soup in bed. That if, you know what I'm saying, you need them, they'll be Johnny on the spot, just like you've been Johnny on the spot for them. You understand what I'm saying? Give yourself what it is that you give other people. Don't sell yourself short anymore. Otherwise, you could be looking forward to all these burdens that come along with trying to be with somebody who does not qualify for your type of credit. You know, it's a burden to carry other people's burdens. And people are real crafty when they do that shit. They'll put their burdens on you and make it look like it's your problem. They'll put their burdens on you and make it look like you did it. They'll put problems on you and make it look like, you know what I'm saying, they're doing you a favor by putting those burdens on you. You got to be real smart when it comes to dealing with people, because I'm telling you right now, a lot of people spend their whole damn life trying to figure out how they can run game on other people rather than figuring out how they can go ahead and take care of themselves. They want other people to take care of them. And Aries is the type of person, sometimes that those types of things just skip our mind, because we don't even think like that at all. You know what I'm saying? And because we don't think like that at all, you know, when people do that type of stuff, it's like it misses us. We don't get it, because it's like we don't think like that. So therefore, when people do shit like that, it's like, you know, we can't relate. So that's how we get caught up in that type of stuff. Because when people put their burdens on us, it's like we don't understand that, because we would never think to put our burdens on somebody else. Now, like I'm saying, there is always a bad apple in every zodiac. You know what I'm saying? You can't say all Aries are good. You can't say all Sagittarius are good. You can't say that all Taurans are good. Some of them are the bomb. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to you and your discretion for you to identify and recognize who's worth your time and who's not, when it comes to your friends, when it comes to the company you keep, when it comes to who you choose to work for, and all that good stuff. I'm telling you right now, this is the beginning of the rest of your life. I'm seeing this right here. I'm seeing it right here. When it comes to your first card was the Ace of Swords. The Ace of anything is a brand new beginning. Then the next card is the Page of Cups. This is a new love coming your way, because many of you stepped away from relationships that no longer serve you. They weren't serving you when you were in the relationship. And then when you finally made the decision to end it, yeah, it did feel like a tower moment. If you were with somebody for 10 years, 5 years, even 2 years, it hurts regardless when you end a relationship. But it doesn't mean that it's not the best thing for you. It doesn't mean that that wasn't the best move for you to make. Trust me. When you went through your tower moment, you had your moment of feeling left out in the cold. Some of you probably still do, those are the ones that I strongly recommend. You either book a private reading, or you at least get your alchemy stones. Get your alchemy stones, put them on, and I'm telling you, they'll start working damn near immediately. Test my theory. I'm going to close you out, my loves, and I'm going to pull a few oracle cards for you, okay? So that we can end this reading, and so that you can ponder on what we've discussed. I want you to know this is the beginning of the rest of your life. Now, how many of you really believe that, and how many of you are telling yourself that? That's what I'd like to know. Wonderful. Strength. And you see that infinity sign on top of her head? That means that she's been strong incarnation after incarnation after incarnation. She knows how to tame her wants. She knows how to tame the wants of others. She knows how to get in where she fits in to make it so that everybody wins. You understand what I'm saying? Strength ain't no joke of a card. I'm telling you. You're strong, Aries. You're very strong. So don't tell yourself that you're not. Okay? And if you feel like you're not strong, book your private readings. This card represents an aggressive individual. And I feel like Spirit is telling you to go and use your strength as aggressively as you can. Be aggressive with your qualities of strength. Don't go into anything timidly. Go into your relationships, go into your situation with strength, and don't be afraid to use your strength. You know what I'm saying? If people can't handle your strength, that speaks volumes about them, not you. This right here lets me know that you got a suitor that's all up your tail, baby. And it's likely a fire sign. Because I feel like right now, that'll be about the only sign that will be able to handle you right now based on where you are. Some of you, that's about the only sign that would be able to go ahead and, be an equal counterpart to you. It has to be a fire sign, period. It has to be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that is going to be able to make you happy, that is going to be able to keep up with you. Because you are nurturing. You are nurturing. You know what's important to you, and you nurture what's important to you. You nurture what's important to you, whether it be your children, whether it be your spouse, or if you're single, whether it be yourself. You know what to nurture, and you've been nurturing it. And trust me, the more you nurture it, the more it's going to grow big and strong. I don't care what it is. And this came in the same column of feeling left out in the cold and that tower moment. Now I want to know how many of you are holding on to those feelings associated with that tower moment. Sometimes we have to make difficult decisions with the people in our life, in the situations that we're in. But how long are you going to chain yourself to the feelings associated with that? Because that's what this is telling me. Some of you are chaining yourself to the feelings associated with saying goodbye to somebody that you needed to say goodbye to because they had codependent issues with you. I feel like they didn't feel like they knew what to do without you. I felt like you had to take care of yourself, them, and everything they had going on. And now that you've relieved yourself of that, now part of you feels like, dude, wow, I haven't felt this free in a long time. I don't even know what the hell to do with myself now. You know what I mean? But you do. I'm telling you right now, you damn sure do. If you need some advice and you need your private readings, go ahead and book them. I'm telling you right now because I'm going to have to shut down shop in February because at this point I'm doing up to 5 readings a day. And anybody would tell you that's too many. But I always push myself to the limit because I know how many broken hearts are out there right now with all these retrogrades that popped off. It changed people's lives like never before. People didn't even expect it. The rug was pulled under everybody's legs. And I'm telling you right now, the cheaters who thought they'd be able to cheat forever, they got called out. And the people who were being cheated on who thought, better of the other individuals that they were with, they felt disappointed as shit and knew what they had to do, which was in the relationship. It had them feeling left out in the cold. It created a tower moment. And a lot of you are still, chained to the feelings associated with that tower moment. Well, it's time for you to unchain yourself and say, you know what? I'm going to put all of this energy associated with feeling like this, I'm going to put it into my new beginning. I'm going to put it into my new beginning. I'm going to give other people an opportunity to go ahead. It doesn't mean I got to make them my boyfriend or make them my girlfriend. I can talk to them and see what they're talking about. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If they impress me to a point where, I want to give them more of a chance, I can do that too. Don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself, baby, because I'm telling you, this is the beginning of the rest of your life. I promise you that. I'm going to pull 2 cards out of a deck called Keepers of the Light, okay? I really love this deck. I really like to start my readings off with pulling an oracle card. I'm not quite sure why I didn't do it this time, but, I do believe that everything happens for a reason. And I bet you anything, based on what we just discussed, this being the beginning of the rest of your life, I'm telling you, Mars is going direct toward the end of this month. I'm telling you, I do believe it's the 16th. We had a big full moon on the 7th. And I'm telling you right now, we are still in that time frame where you can go ahead and speak out. Speak to ether. I'm telling you, ether is gravity. Speak out what it is that you want in your life. And I'm telling you, ether, go ahead and send that message directly to the creator. If you think that the creator didn't hear it already, ether is just going to speak up on your behalf. Because ether's been watching you too, baby. They've been watching you. They know what your intentions are. They know what you want to do in life. They know you want to be happy. You know what I'm saying? And for those of you who feel like you need a little bit of assistance with regards to how to move forward, what you should do, what might be going on around you that doesn't seem quite fair, doesn't seem quite right, go ahead and book your private readings because I'm in the Akasha. I want to let you know right now, I'm in the Akasha. I really don't need to use the cards when I do readings. But I will use the cards if that's what you'd like for me to use. But I don't need to use them. I have a degree in social and behavioral sciences. I can listen to the way you speak and I can tell right away what it is that you're doing that may be blocking your own blessings. Okay? So with that being said, that's what I'm here for. That's my gift. That's my spiritual gift that I love to share with the world, that I love to share with others. And I want you guys to know, now, Aries, is the beginning of the rest of your fucking life. Don't even play yourself. Go into 2019 knowing that it's all yours already. It's yours already. What'd you get? By Cornunos. Life force. Express your driving passion. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. Sensual and sexual powers are increased. I'll pull one more, baby. The Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. All right, lovies, that's your reading. Check it out. If you went through a difficult period and you had to break up with somebody because they were not getting with the program, you did the right thing. If you had to end a relationship with anybody because they were not getting down with the right get down, you did the right thing. Yeah, it was difficult to do, but you did it because you needed to do it. Okay? Namaste, loves.